Hey there, you guys. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Democrats. As we can see, that 2020 election is coming up soon. We have, I believe, 22 that are running as Democrats so far. Don't know who's going to drop out, who's going to add. Anyways, I'm not impressed with the ones that I've done research on for the Democrats. You got Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry to say it, but he is a raving lunatic. For him to say that socialism is good and that it can benefit a country like us is delusional, and to me that's just something's missing from his brain, and something must be missing from the brains of the people who support them, because anyone with common sense and with decency can look at countries like Venezuela and see the type of corruption that came out of socialism, and you've got these divisions. Now you've got them fighting back and forth. You've got people starving all over because they don't have the food and the necessities to provide for them and their families. You've got kids that are starving. And then you have somebody like Bernie Sanders that says that socialism is good and that it can help this country out. I mean, that is delusional thinking. That's not reality at all. That's literally fantasy world. So Bernie Sanders running like that and using that for his campaign promise. What I get from Bernie Sanders, and just to warn you guys, some of you guys are not going to enjoy my video, which I'm completely fine with. I'm not here to be liked or whatever. I'm here to state the facts, and you can either accept them or you can get all mad and triggered or whatever, float your boat. You can call me racist. The thing is, names don't mean anything. Facts mean something. So anyways, socialism, I have yet to see a country that's successful. There are some countries that have some socialism with them, but they also run with capitalism. You cannot strictly run on socialistic ideas. You get too many power-hungry people that make too much money off it, and the actual people, the actual citizens, are the ones that suffer. So you have Bernie Sanders, he's a multi-millionaire, and he wants to do this. I don't care what people say. He is strictly out to be this power-hungry man. I don't see anything sane or anything decent about this man. He gets all triggered about Trump and what he says, and anyways, so you got him. Then you've got this Beto guy. He's a complete creep. I'm sorry. Reading the stories that he came up with when he was 15, he can say that's normal. It is not. I was 15 once, and I didn't talk about murdering kids by running them over with cars and then pranking his wife with poop. I mean, that's weird. And so we want him as president. He's making campaign promises that if he becomes president, I'm going to destroy all the walls. I'm going to get rid of all the walls that we have now. And we're going to have more open border policies. Sorry, Beto, but as far as I feel, you really want to destroy this country. Because no country is successful if they cannot protect their country and protect them from criminals, terrorists, drug people, all these horrible people that are going to come over if they find out we're open borders and we just let whoever we want into this country. Not only that, our country cannot sustain all these people. We've got these illegals by droves, hundreds and thousands of them coming into our country. Who's going to pay for all these people? We know very well not all of them is going to be going to work hard or whatever, get a job. And if they do get a job, guess who actually suffers? Because they're gonna take less pay, and the actual American people who can't afford less pay, they're gonna be working hard, and we're gonna be competing against illegals because they're gonna want less money, and companies are gonna pay these people that want less money. So having all these illegals coming into our country, I have yet to see one benefit come from it, except like big corporations that can use these people to get cheap labor or whatever. Not only that, I don't feel comfortable with them. If they're already breaking the first law of coming into this country illegally, what makes you think that they're going to follow any of our laws that we have in this country? They're not going to. They're going to think that the law doesn't mean anything to them, and us allowing them into this country is going to be basically saying, okay, you guys can do whatever. That's not how a successful country runs. You got to have laws and you got to have policies. These people, I like when immigrants come to this country. We all came from immigration. And it's true. Unless you're a Native American and your parents were born here. But the thing is, we all came in here legally. That's the difference between legal and not legal. Legal people, I welcome them with open arms because I know that they're going to take the dedication to work hard. It takes time. It takes sometimes even years. It takes a lot of money. But at the end of it all, we very well know that they're going to probably be very successful people if they're willing to take the time and money to come into this country legally. They're going to want to raise their families in a prosperous country, and I don't condone that at all. I think that's awesome. But these people that think that they're just going to jump the wall or crawl under the wall and just sneak in here illegally, we know that they're all coming in here for the wrong purpose. Most of them, if not all of them. They're not being chased away. If they were, they'd come in here legally, say, hey, we got an issue in our country, we cannot stand it. Not just jump the borders and oh, laws don't apply to us, but we can come into this country and get all the benefits and stuff. So Beto running off of that as his campaign, that's not sane thinking at all either. You cannot run a prosperous country like that. And you have people like Elizabeth Warren. I don't see anything from her. Using, oh, I'm a Native American, yeah, like less than 1%. I'm sure there's a lot more people in this country that have more Native American blood in them, and they're not going around blabbing about it. They're just doing their job and keep going. They don't try to use that as a ploy to get benefits. She used that to get her, I believe, her bar associates. She wrote down that she's a Native American. She's not. She's a Native American enough. Anyways, so you have her running. You have this. I don't really know a whole lot about him. This Pete, I think. I don't know his last name, but he's some gay Democratic who's married to this guy. No one cares who you're sleeping with, so stop using that as a campaign card to get elected. That is exactly what he's using that for. Oh, I'm a gay guy. I'm married to this man. Can you please elect me to be president? Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I could care less. Frankly, I don't support that. I don't care. This is 2019, almost 2020. We have a lot of freaks doing all kinds of stuff. That doesn't mean that they should be president. Again, I told you, some people are not going to like my video, which I'm completely fine with. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm here to state the facts. He says that he's a Christian, and then he supports abortion? I mean, that's ridiculous. That's another whole subject, abortion. How does one kill an innocent human being? They say it's a woman's choice to do that. I'm a woman, and I don't agree with that at all. I think it's disgusting. To take a little human being, once there's a heartbeat, the thing is alive. I mean, it's alive before then, but once there's a heartbeat, that's official. And I think it's sick for doctors that have done this. You guys are repulsive. Disgusting. How you could even do that, pull out the legs and the arms and all that kind of stuff, destroy that little human being, that's sick and disgusting. You guys are animals. You're worse than animals, actually. And these ladies that say, oh, it's choice or whatever. Honey, you don't own that baby unless you're a slavery person. Yeah, you're going to carry it for 9 months, but once it's born, you don't own that baby. I mean, you help raise it up or whatever. And once it's 18, it continues on with life, and it does the same. So to say it's my body, it's my choice, no. So he's running off that, I'm a Christian, I'm a gay guy, and I support abortions. So, yeah. I don't think so, Beto. But, anyways, there are just so many Democrats, and none of them, that's what I don't get about any of these people. I don't get the same thinking from them that I do Trump. Trump, when he speaks to his people, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna make America great again. I'm gonna help you American people again. I'm gonna help create jobs. I'm gonna help the economy out. I'm gonna help bring this infrastructure out. I'm gonna help countries build a relationship that we haven't had relationships with. And I'm gonna help be firm with countries that have been taking advantage of us for years. And they have. They've taken advantage of it for years. We've had to point the bill on a lot of things. We've sent our military in certain areas, and we've never been repaid. A lot of these countries have used this, taken advantage of us. There's nothing to not say about that. It's true. And for Trump to step in and say, hey, wait a minute, we need to stop these people from, the Canadian deal. The stuff that we were sending over there, that's ridiculous. We were losing money like everything. But then when we started to do the same, oh man, they got all mad and offended. Why? Because we decided to catch up on your game? So that's what I get from Trump. He wants to work for the American people, not for these illegal people that want to come to this country and get benefits off of it, not for all these people that are so sensitive about everything. He wants to see us do well, but he doesn't want us seeing us all sitting on welfare and socialism. Socialism, that's nothing that we want in this country at all. Bernie Sanders saying that he's promising free country and free healthcare? What a joke. I have yet to see one thing when it says free, it means free. Free for some people, but who's going to foot the bill? I can't afford it. What about you, Bernie? Are you going to take your multi-million dollars and pay for all our health care? I'd love that if you wanted to do that. You say tax the rich. Well, look at yourself. You're not no homeless dude. You've got more than enough money. So you willing to foot the bill? Are you willing to pay for my health care and my free college? I'm going to college right now. I'd love if somebody paid for my college. But that's not how it gets a person to strive to do better. I have to work hard. I have a job. I go to college. But it makes me feel successful. I worked hard to get scholarships. I feel like I'm doing something. So for whoever to get these free stuff, that doesn't make any person to have the incentive to work harder and to be the person that they are. And I have to do a shout out to Candace Owen. She is awesome. She does not let people stand in her way. She's being a voice for the African American people who have been ignored by the Democrats for years now. I'm serious, years. They use them for 3 years or 4 years. Oh, we need your vote, blah, blah, blah. We promise you this, blah, blah, blah. They get elected, nothing. Oh, we need you, and it's just an ongoing process. And her to open up their eyes, I think that's awesome, and I think she is awesome. She has a great, strong voice, and she's not willing to back down from these people. These people are very hateful and disgusting towards her, and I think she's awesome. Candace Owens, you are awesome. You are willing to bite the bullet and to continue forward, and you're willing to help these people that haven't been able to see in a long time. They've been brainwashed for a long time. And for you to open their eyes up, even though you have all this hate, and the hate's coming from the Democrat Party. That's the hilarious thing. They say that they're for American people and they're for blacks, but then they hate it when when African Americans, when they actually talk about something that goes against their policies or goes against their country or their party. Then all of a sudden, oh, they're horrible, they're racist. Racist? Honey, Candace Owens is an African American. How is she racist? So, anyways, I have been talking for quite a while. Again, I'm not impressed with any of the Democrats. I don't get the vibe off them that they're here for the American people. They're literally here for their own agenda. They're here for power. They're here for money. Trump, he just gave up his salary. He doesn't even take his, after all the garbage that he's had to put up with, and he still donates his presidential salary to different organizations. That is awesome. I don't care what you guys have to say about Trump. I'm impressed with him. I'm glad that he's a man who loves his country. He loves his American people. He loves the American flag. He supports and can say the word God without having to cringe. He is admirable, and I stand by him all the way. I'm going to continue watching the people, and if certain things come up, I might be doing videos on like individual. I just kind of rambled about different candidacies for Democrats. I might go on with like certain ones, like actual, like a whole video about like maybe Bernie Sanders, or a whole video about Warren, or all of them. I might do videos like that if you guys would like. Again, this was just something that I felt like I had to get off my mind. There's a whole lot more, but I don't want to waste the time to do that right now. But anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed that video. So have a great one.